Hi friends. Yesterday we started thinking about Psalm 121. Remember, the psalmist is on a journey, and he has to pass through a range of hills or mountains that would surely be full of dangers, like wild animals, thieves and bandits, treacherous mountain passes. In the first couple of verses, he recognizes that his only help comes from God. And then he spends the rest of the psalm affirming that all along the rest of his journey, God would be the reliable helper who would protect him, partner with him, and preserve him. God is at work day and night to protect us. Verses 3 and 4 read, "He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. He who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep." The psalmist knew that the Lord would guide his steps through those dangerous mountain passes. And he could sleep in peace the night before with the assurance that God would guide and watch over his every step. Now, that doesn't mean that he was guaranteed never to stumble or fall, but he was much more likely to make decisive and secure steps, having had a peaceful night's sleep the night before. The implication for us is that the one who neither slumbers nor sleeps enables us to do both serenely, so that the following day we will allow him to guide our steps. See, the more sleep we lose over a problem, the more tired and worn out we become, and the less able we are to deal with it effectively. But if we look to God and allow God to wrestle with the problem all night long while we sleep, then we're better able the next day to recognize and receive the help that God gives and then to act upon it. So God protects us, not in the sense that nothing bad will ever happen to us, but in the sense that when bad things happen, God is with us as a constant and reliable partner. Verse 5 says, "The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is the shade at your right hand." Now, there are two images in that verse. One is shade or shadow, as in the shadow of your wing, and that's an image of safety and protection that is used throughout the Psalms. The other image is that of a keeper. The word keep or keeper occurs 6 times in these 8 short verses of Psalm 121. So needless to say, that's an important image. The keeper or protector of a king always stood at the king's right hand. The keeper was there to ward off attacks and to hold the armor and weapons ready for battle. God promises always to be at our right hand, even for those of us who are left-handed, to equip us for the battles of life. God may not keep us from troubles, but God keeps those troubles from defeating us. God is with us in the midst of them, helping us to learn from them and using those experiences to shape us into his likeness. And shaping us into God's likeness is the way that God preserves us. God promises not just to stay by our side, but also to stay in our heart. God's work in our heart preserves us from within, making us more and more like God, transforming our attitudes, expanding our thinking, enabling us to love, empowering us to forgive, encouraging us to care. And that's what life is really all about. And we discover at the end of the psalm that life is the journey that the psalmist has been talking about all along. Let's talk more about that tomorrow. Thanks for listening today. It's always good to be with you.